next guest, a very funny comedian who is just named one of Variety's 10 comics to watch. New episodes of her podcast, Ride with Benito Skinner and Mary Beth Barone, premiere Wednesdays. She wrote for and stars in Overcompensating, which is streaming on Prime Video. Let's take a look.
No one finna stop me with you by my side. Power couple, baby.
Yeah, I'm working the Charlie concert this week.
Puth?
XCX.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Bonnie and Clyde.
Please welcome to the show, Mary Beth Barone, everybody. Welcome to the show, Mary Beth. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good. What a beautiful dress.
Thank you so much. Me, Bad Bunny, and Adam Sandler definitely look like we're all going to the same place.
You do. Yeah, the same stylist definitely worked on all three of you.
There's a through line.
There is a through
sure.
line, and if you can't see it, that's on you. I'm very happy. Were you an Adam Sandler fan growing up?
I was such an Adam Sandler fan. I think we all know that he's really funny, but I do believe that I was one of the first people to ever say that he was hot.
Really?
Yeah.
You were out in front of that, because I think a lot of people agree with you now.
Well, this was in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
I was just a kid, but I had an eye for talent.
Yeah.
And I remember always thinking he was hot, and then some photos resurfaced on the internet a few years ago of him in a crop top in the 90s. And then everyone's like, oh, he's hot. And I'm like, yeah, as I've been saying.
You fully want credit for it.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do think the hottest thing about him is that he's obsessed with his wife and kids.
I agree with you very much.
Yeah, he rides for them. I think that's pretty cool.
Speaking of family, you, this is the first time we're meeting, but you worked with my brother Josh on a short film.
I did. I worked with him on a short film called The Anne Frank Gift Shop.
Yep.
And it's a comedy.
It is.
And
it actually is.
It actually is a comedy, but you guys look so much alike.
We do, yeah.
And I had a parasite when we filmed that, so I hadn't eaten in a couple days.
Got it.
And so I show up to set and I sit next to this guy and I'm like, either I'm really hungry or that's Seth Meyers. It turned out I was really hungry and it was your brother.
Okay, gotcha. How did you figure it out? How did you put it together?
I pulled up the call sheet because I feel like he probably gets all the time like, oh, you look so much like Seth Meyers. So I didn't want to be that girl.
Right.
And I did, yeah. I had to work through having a parasite. And you can't call in sick when you're an actor. That's why being an actor is one of the hardest jobs in the world. I would think the only harder job is being a late night host.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's very few days I don't have a parasite.
And
I show up every
your secret
single
pain.
night. Yeah.
It's your secret pain.
I want to, your friend Benito Skinner, who you
Yes.
co-host a podcast with as well, and work with on Overcompensating.
Yeah.
You play his sister on the show. I would imagine he's a wonderful person to collaborate with based on how much I enjoyed talking to him when he was on this show.
Your guys' side profiles, like your bone structure, that was really powerful.
Oh my God.
Just sort of to see your faces facing each other, I was struck by that.
That is really great to hear because I think I was only struck by his bone structure.
No.
So to know that I'm even in the same zip code means a lot to me, Mary Beth.
You're his equal.
You guys film the show on a college campus. Do you enjoy being back on a college campus?
It was very triggering, definitely. But it was cool because they paid us to go.
Oh, because you were working as an actor on a college campus.
Yeah, last time I was there, my parents were paying an exorbitant amount of money for me to be there. And then this time I got paid that and then even more.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you probably, you could just leave whenever you wanted.
You could leave whenever you wanted. And it definitely felt like we fell back into those college roles pretty easily. So, yeah. It's kind of scary.
You, I've heard you in stand-up talk about the fact that you left college. You were at BC for 2 years.
Yes.
Why did you choose to leave?
I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if anyone here is from Boston, I'm sorry. Not for what I'm about to say, I'm just sorry you're from Boston. And I went there for 2 years and I just thought there's bigger and better things in New York City.
Yeah.
The Big Apple.
You're here, but I've heard you complain that sometimes people assume you're from LA, which must be just hurtful.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to offend me.
Yeah.
But I get very upset when people ask me, people that I'm kind of close friends with, they'll say, so how long are you here for? And I say, well, I do live here.
Yeah.
So hopefully for a while. And they say, oh, I thought you live in LA. And I don't think I have an LA vibe at all. So it just makes me upset.
Yeah. Hopefully we can clear up the record.
I actually came on the show tonight.
Okay.
Watch overcompensating, but also I live in New York. I live in New York.
Overcompensating, by the way, great reviews, but no word on season 2. Do you guys know if you're gonna do one?
We don't know yet. Amazon, they're still deciding. It's a real will they, won't they.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give you an exclusive
Oh, okay.
on something. I didn't want to show up empty-handed.
Oh, right, because you don't know if the show's picked up.
No, we don't.
But
We
you do
don't.
have something
But I have
for
an
us.
exclusive.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do a drum roll. I got dumped.
Oh. Recently?
Yeah.
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 How? Okay. Well,
I didn't say it was going to be good news.
yeah. But you haven't told. You
I
haven't
haven't
said.
said
you
it
haven't said it
publicly.
on the press yet.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even say it on my podcast first, so I wanted to save it just for you.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
it's a real exclusive.
It is.
What did it catch you off guard?
Definitely.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's crazy when someone's like deeply in love with you and then they're just like, actually, I changed my mind. It can happen to anyone, even people on TV shows.
If it can happen to you, if it can happen to us.
Us, I
Yeah.
mean, have you ever been dumped?
Yeah.
That
But it was
sucks.
before I was on TV.
Well, of course. Wow, you're really leaving me out here to dry. So, when did you decide you were going to be a good guy? Was it like a conscious choice, or did your parents love you?
I think my parents loved me, yeah.
Okay.
So it just naturally occurred to me to be I don't even think of it as being a good guy.
Right.
You know.
It just sort of comes to you.
Yeah, it's just the feedback I get is it's good.
It's good. I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about you.
Oh, well, that's lovely to
Yeah,
hear.
which is rare for a male comedian.
Yeah, I know. Very kind of through the head of a needle. Yeah.
I'm actually sorry about your peers. It must be hard to be in that group.
Well, again, I try to make up for it by being really nice to them when I see them.
Yeah. It's different for female comedians because obviously all female comedians are amazing people.
Of course. We're not pretending. You have a wonderful, in your stand-up, you have an observation about how your relationship with your dad sort of kind of got you off the wrong track with guys.
Yeah, because it was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say I trusted men for a long time.
But you don't do
I
that
don't do that
anymore.
anymore. Thank goodness.
You've been doing something, politics for hot people. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so I just feel like for so many years, hot people have been excluded from politics.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at who's running this country. So I wanted to make the space feel more inclusive and give hot people the tools they need to like get involved.
Yeah.
So I started a series online called Politics for Hot People where I try to like break things down so it's easily digestible. Because obviously hot people have a lot going on.
Yeah, of course.
And so we need to make things super actionable for them, so that's what I've been trying to do. So I did a lot covering the mayoral election here in New York, and then I'm gonna make a video just called What Does a Governor Do?
That's great. Because your expectation is that most hot people have no idea.
I would say I know for sure that most people, and can I just be honest, myself included,
All right, well, there you go.
I'm asking people to help me figure out what a governor does so that I can tell it to other people.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You're going out and getting that information, and then you're sort of paying it
Disseminating
forward.
it,
Yes.
yeah.
You were a supporter of Zoran Mamdani.
Yes.
And obviously there's an election to go. Andrew Cuomo is running against him, has threatened to leave the city, and he also says that billionaires are going to leave the city if Mamdani wins.
Yeah.
Do you have any fear about that?
Yeah, I love this panic of billionaires fleeing New York because that just sort of operates under the assumption that billionaires move here because it's affordable. I think they move here because it's the greatest city in the world, but I would love to see a cost of living crisis for billionaires. Like that is just so interesting to me. And yeah, when I think about what makes New York City great, it's like the people I interact with every day. It's my doorman, my baristas, my Pilates instructor, and I of course want to support economic policies that are going to make people's lives better, make most people's lives better. So that's why I think Zoran for mayor is such an exciting prospect, and I can't wait to head to the polls with all my fellow hot people in November. And just it's already the greatest city in the world, so imagine if it's even better.
And you would never threaten to leave, no matter who would win, right?
Where would I go?
Yeah, where would you go?
I mean, the only other place to go is LA, and I just can't
And
do
we
that.
know that. We know you're not from there.
not from there and not moving there.
Yeah.
We
well,
hope.
Well, we're very happy that you're here, and thank you so much for being on the show. It's just
Thank
been
you.
delightful talking to you.
Thank you guys.
Guys, Mary Beth Barone, everybody. Ride premieres new episodes Wednesdays. Overcompensating is streaming on Prime Video. We'll be right back.